Oh damn, he going after everybody, bro. This is like a massacre.
The glove is off. The glove is off.
Yeah, But we about to get to it, man. It's been making its rounds, in the media circles, online and stuff like that, in black media. So,
sacrifice.
my shit right here.
Pay the price.
One Nips, like go get a song right there. That's a song you supposed to listen to. You out there hustling, nigga, on the streets, dog. By the way, speaking of hustling, did you support a black-owned business today? My shirt. This is available on the website, man. I'm gonna have a link in the description, but it's bummedoutusa.com. Bum. That's BUMMEDOUTUSA.com. Y'all go get the shirt. All right, it's available in all sizes.
I got a shirt too.
You got one too. Appreciate that, big dog.
Hello, welcome to another episode of Club Shay Shay. I am your host, Shannon Sharp. I'm also the proprietor of Club Shay Shay, the guy that's stopping by for conversation and a drink today. Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to love him. Some call him the greatest, one of the greatest comedians, dead or alive. One of America's greatest entertainers, one of the funniest men on the planet, world-renowned, multi-talented.
Thank you, sir.
How was that
magnificent. As you've made a safe place for the truth to be told. You know what I mean?
Thank you. I appreciate
that. And I have watched all of these lowbrow comedians come here and disrespect you in your face and tell you straight up lies. I'm talking about things that have never been heard in all of Black Hollywood. They feel comfortable sitting here and lying to you about it.
You gonna set the record straight?
Are you kidding me? You let Ricky Smiley sit here and you said out that mouth, you stole Friday After Next, the one I was in. I wish all of America fumbled a bit when that happened. And then he said some stuff that we haven't heard in 100 years in Hollywood. You ain't say nothing. This man told you he had Katt Williams' role. He was gonna be Money Mike. And Katt Williams was gonna be the Santa Claus. Now three quick points. You mean in Hollywood they cast a 5'5" black Santa Claus that weigh 145 pounds?
Hey, it would have been funny. It would have been funny, though. I can't even lie.
Your story is the Ricky Smiley that couldn't even do curse words because he had a Christian fan base. He was going to play the pimp. Why you didn't ask him why has he played a woman in more movies than he's played a man?
Well, I didn't know
he shouldn't be able. You wouldn't let a athlete.
Is that true? He didn't play a woman in more movies than he played a man? He wasn't in a starring role in that. It was Comic View. Ricky Smiley hasn't really done anything, bro.
Ricky Smiley can't act because Ricky Smiley can't act. He told you the story about when the movie came out. Where did he say he watched it? At home. He wasn't even at the premiere.
Damn.
You telling this man, you stole that. Oh, so he could get his name in the same sentence with a great one. It is sad. He was just that bitter when we were shooting it. He told everybody, it should have been my role. Everybody on the scene. Why do you think no cast member has ever said anything?
He couldn't have played that role like you. I thought he was...
Sir, no one... Why no... He was with KD? He beat up Terry Crews? Why nobody know this story? You talking about in Hollywood, they switched off roles. You take this and he... What?
Hi, Frank George here. This is the EMS foot massager. EMS is electrical muscle stimulation.
I know
Ricky Smiley knows this. And I don't know why he would lose a child and come on the air and start lying. That's why people believe in rituals right there. It's because, well, why would he lie? I don't know why liars lie. But I can tell you this. We auditioned in Los Angeles.
Yes.
I was audition number 201. 200 black comedians auditioned for the role of Money Mike with me. You're saying all 201 of us was auditioning and you had already had the role and had already shot the role in 4 days? The truth of the matter is the Money Mike in the original script got raped in the bathroom. And that's what Ricky Smiley was okay with. Katt Williams had to take the risk in front of the studios and the cast and our powers that be in his very first movie and say respectfully, humbly, guys, if we're talking about anything else, I have no credibility and I have no pull. But we're talking about comedy.
Right.
where I have all the credibility and all the pull. The problem with Friday After Next is we're trying to make a classic comedy. And this comedy involves a rape. And rape is never funny, no matter who it happens to.
That's the problem. They always trying to crowbar some other shit in. Oh, we want to rape the black dude. It's like, for what, man? It's not even funny. Rape is never funny.
Allow us to do this movie without a black man getting raped in it. I promise you that it will be twice as funny as it would be.
Former buck breaking.
So considering that's the real story, why would you bring up that story? 35 members of the cast and crew have never brought up that Ricky Smiley was going to play Money Mike. No one ever saw me put on a Santa Claus suit. We got a wardrobe department. They made a Santa Claus suit for me. Why that wasn't in the bloopers? Why? And here's the other thing. Everything that Money Mike said, Katt Williams wrote. So what Ricky Smiley say on his? You can't say my lines, I wrote them. And everybody.
It seemed like Katt Williams was ready to do a rant on everybody. I don't even, like, he just been pissed off.
You know me, that's what he told everybody that would listen to on the set. That's amazing, the truth of the matter. He was so egregious, not now, then. He was so egregious that, and Hollywood has never heard this in 100 years. He was so egregious, I put in my contract that I won't work with Ricky Smiley again unless he's in a dress. Now, what was Ricky Smiley's next movie? Was it First Sunday? Did he wear a dress in it? You bet he did. It's in my contract.
Why would you put that in your contract, Katt?
Because he's a liar. Nobody knows why liars lie. And that's why I had to come on the program. Cedric did the same thing. Cedric told you when you asked him, did you steal Katt Williams' joke? Yeah. He said, it don't line up. How it don't line up that I did it on TV in 2018. You came to see me at the Comedy Store do it in 2019 and then did it on the Kings of Comedy. Like, what doesn't line up? This is a televised joke that Mark Curry helped me punch up and get to the level that it was. I didn't want to be a movie star. No, you couldn't be a movie star. There are 30,000 new scripts in Hollywood every year. Not one of them asks for a country bumpkin black dude that...
All right, now see, everything up until this point, I agreed a lot with, but I seen this clip before of him talking about Cedric Entertainer, and man, you know, Cedric Entertainer did have a couple funny movies. He did have some great movies. What was that one? It was like a vacation one. On vacation, it was like a wedding or something.
Yeah. The movie with Samuel Jackson.
Yeah. So I don't know why isn't Cedric Entertainer getting more work right now? Because he I wouldn't say he's not talented. Now earlier you had missed the power play. He was talking about Ricky Smiley, and I had to agree with a lot because, like, besides the he had the show, the talk show, and it seemed like that's it. What else is Ricky Smiley known for?
BET special. What he really ain't trying to say is that all of them are Omega Sci-Fi and they all look out for them. Said a Kappa, but he really trying to say he not in the loop as far as being a black bourgeoisie. He just won't say it.
Can't talk good over KB and look like Mr. Potato Head. There ain't none. You would have to have range. I played a lot of characters, 60 movie roles. I'm not playing Katt Williams in there.
I don't know, Katt. We might not let you drink anymore. The way I mean, we ain't even got.
I'm not fueled by alcohol. I've had a sip, less than you. The truth don't need motivation. I'm just saying I can't let these dudes lie. Cedric's sitting here telling you why he ain't a movie star. He over here look like a walrus. He did 4 comedy specials. They're so bad, Shannon, they're not available on Netflix or Tubi. Can I say that again for the audience? They're so bad that they're not available on Netflix or Tubi.
You don't think Sam's a good comedian?
Look at his face.
The world doesn't think that, sir.
Look at the face.
You don't think Sam's a good comedian?
The world doesn't think that, sir. I have 12 comedy specials. He has 4 specials that are not available on Netflix or Tubi.
It seems to me, Katt, that you had a lot to get off your chest.
No.
You wanted to set the record straight.
Winners are not allowed to allow losers to rewrite history.
That's all.
I don't
agree.
say any of these
I be
things
saying
if
that all
my
the time.
name is not breached by these people on your platform.
Shouldn't be allowed to dictate anything. But
give them a liar a
bad guy.
platform to lie, then I'm not being messy by saying, hold on, that never happened. It's untrue. And there are hundreds of witnesses for each thing I'm saying.
So let me ask you this.
These aren't three random guys. The way that Ricky Smiley kept appearing at all of my auditions is because of Steven said he would tell anybody that, listen, they got a gang on that side. They know what it is. They know who the gang is. Why Earthquake not in movies? 'Cause he's illiterate. He can't read. And they found that out when they gave him a show and put the cards in front of him. Like, all of these dudes are co-entwined and they share secrets. And this is the age of truth. And the truth doesn't need to be scared of the fact that people tell lies. Katt's on drugs. Where are the stories? Why is there no story of anybody who ever sold a drug to me, did a drug with me, was around me when I was inebriated? I got 5 daughters. I got 5 sons. Why would we tell these ridiculous stories? Because it's competition. You feel like, well, why comedy guys can't just get along?
Yes.
Why didn't you get along with the other teams you were competing against?
He's saying all of them got this. Everybody that mess with Steve, model themselves after Steve, they end up with the same kind of wife. They probably bought the same kind of cars.
with
They
a
make
weird
what
wife-looking face with a weird face.
Yeah,
That sounds real specific right there.
He trying to say that he say all of them. He say all of them.
What a weird looking wife.
He probably saying they wife cutting their faces up and doing plastic surgery. He's
Oh,
sending a lot of slugs, bro.
Damn.
I came in this business saying I was going to expose. When I talked about Michael Jackson, when I talked about R. Kelly, they canceled me for these things because why would you talk about another black dude? Race is not where the line is drawn. It's God's side and the other side.
Uh-oh.
And we don't care nothing about the other side.
All lives matter, bro.
Period. All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is.
That's like he put a lot of thought into his acts, into the characters that he played, bro. So for somebody to say that his workmanship ain't there, I can see why he can get offended by that. I can see why he can get offended, boy. Shay over there, he over there stressed out, boy. He like, man, god damn. How y'all feel about the name Shay, man? I don't feel right calling a man like Shay, bro. Club Shay.
Yeah,
I just never,
yeah.
I never liked the title of his podcast. I guess that's why I never really watched it, but let's get back to it, man.
I told him don't have an actor as playing a pimp. We could get an actual pimp, Archbishop Magic Don Juan, to play. Like I did far too much work for somebody to come years later and try to tag along just for their own self-aggrandizement.
Why didn't Cube set the record straight? Terry Crews could have set the record straight. Mike Epps could have set the record straight. Why none of them set the record straight?
That's what you were supposed to ask him when he told you those lies that no one's ever heard. Right, but he's telling you something no one's ever heard of. Nobody has ever heard, Ben Affleck and Matt Damon was in a movie and somebody said, y'all should switch roles. And, like, this is a business.
But that's the thing, Katt. Normally when people are giving you information, I'm thinking I'm hearing it for the first time and they're giving information no one else knows or have ever heard. So I'm taking them at face value.
These are this is like Steve Harvey telling people he used to be homeless. That's my story. That's not his story. Steve Harvey wasn't never homeless. When Mark Curry was touring with him 25 years ago, he was making $3,000 a show in cash and doing 5 shows a week. They just tell the stories. Thanks to my wife, I'm where I am. You said that about the first wife. You forget that? You told us it was her. Then you went and married somebody else that think like a man. Like, what are you talking about? They just think they can rewrite history.
Why you with a woman who think like a man anyway? That's a good ass question. Stick. Oh damn, he going after everybody, bro. This like a massacre.
The gloves is off. The gloves is off, bro.
Yeah, he don't care, dog.
Maybe people don't understand the definitions of these words.
Are you not afraid about being blackballed again? These are some power people.
What do you mean again? These people are not powerful. Satan can't create
like a little
anything.
scared coon, man.
That includes.
You not afraid? You not afraid you might get blackballed now? You talking about like a lot of people now? He sound like a little coon, Shannon. Come on, man.
He from the South, but he's saying some real stuff about people. He know how they business work.
They have all the assets and resources and we don't. But let us get on the line, boy, and see if that factors in. I guarantee you it won't. Wow. Because Shannon Sharp got to be a different person than that other person.
Absolutely.
And he always was. That doesn't change when I change teams. That remains the same. That's how a legacy is built. So all of these shortcut takers, they canceled me for talking about Harvey Weinstein before the thing came out, but he offered to suck my penis in front of all my people at my agency.
God damn.
What am I supposed to do?
I wonder how that like.
He did all of that. I'm thinking I'm the only black person on the script. I get there, it's 3 other black guys on there. Woo. Huh.
So you wonder what they did to get that?
I told him no. What y'all do?
I wonder how
and this is why when I walk in a room, heads go down.
Did he just come up to us like, "Yo, Katt, let me suck your dick, man. I really want to suck your dick." I wonder even how do you even work yourself into some shit like that? It's crazy.
No,
bro.
He's done that before though. Because remember that time where he's all like, he assaulted that woman. And he just asked her. He was just like, she was like, "Oh, you raped me." He was like, "Yeah, but that was in the past." You don't remember that?
Yeah.
That's how they talk. Yeah, they just like out with it.
He stopped stand-up because he got in a comedy battle called the Championship of Stand-Up Comedy with one Katt Williams in Detroit in front of 10,000 people and lost because Katt Williams said he was actually bald and that was a wig. And I went in and that's why he couldn't do stand-up anymore. You called Ocean 11 to get that nigga's part. What do you mean you didn't want to be a movie star? So on the behalf of Bernie, I would have to say what I have to say.
Have you ever been on tour with any of these guys?
Every guy I mentioned to you is not funny out there in real life. So no. Faison's never done his own tour in 30 years. Steve Harvey don't do stand-up no more. Cedric doesn't write. I'm sorry, he doesn't write. Ricky Smiley has been playing the same old black woman forever. Like, you can't get a young fan base with that.
Oh, hell no, bro. That's
like,
crazy.
You got to be doing karaoke around the country to make that work.
Right.
And he is. But I'm a stand-up comedian. This is my 19th 100-city tour. I'm not going to have a conversation with these lazy bums that'll take a shortcut at any point. Yes, it's easier for you to juice than to get in the gym.
I had Cedric on here and I asked him about the joke stealing and he said the timeline doesn't add up.
Correct.
To that point, you say.
Right. So he thought that I was just a no-name comedian and that he could take this joke and nobody would know.
Right.
The issue was that I had already done this particular joke on BET's Comic View twice.
Right.
It had done so well on BET's Comic View that they had made it part of the commercial. So part of the commercial of make sure you tune in to BET was you seeing me doing this joke.
Right.
And this joke is one of those jokes in comedy where you set it up and it takes a little longer to set it up, takes about 3 minutes. But then you're just hitting them with jokes after that because you don't have to set it up.
Right.
Mark Curry had already helped me work on this joke because I thought it was good because I was getting a standing ovation on it. He had me go back in the lab to help me craft it to be an even more powerful joke. So this is not just a random joke. This is my very best joke, and it's my last joke, and it's my closing joke.
Okay.
Obviously, it's not working, whatever they're doing, because he's still more successful.
I don't know why it bothered him so much, but I guess he probably see a lot of stuff that they do that's Steve Harvey been a gatekeeper for a long time, from what a lot of comedians have said. But it's like a lot of these black men be hating on each other. Faison do his interviews on Vlad. All he do is hate on other comedians and talk about who not funny and this one not funny and that one not. The people get to decide who they believe is funny. So I think that's all subjective. A lot of intimate details of stuff in the industry, man. People ain't gonna like that.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
So you've not seen me. I'm not here in some subservient position where somebody sent me over.
You here out of the kindness of your heart. You are.
No, I'm saying
the
interview
yes.
situation.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
For sure.
Yeah, and this person knew I wasn't there for that But
how hard, because you have to understand, she is a female. And so you have to be careful. You have to handle her with kid gloves.
Sir. You want to go ahead and take that out? You don't want to be against equality, do you?
No.
What you just said was...
You went on a radio interview. If I'm not mistaken, that's in Atlanta.
Oh, that's Wanda. He's talking about that Wanda.
And you came on there with seemingly good intentions.
Did y'all see what he's talking about with that Wanda chick?
Yeah, when she started snapping on him at the interview at the radio station. Yeah. He ended up going hard on her, talking about a jewelry from the gas station.
That shit was hilarious. I remember the day that came out, man. That shit went viral. But, yeah, that's what they talking about.
And she attacked you.
It wasn't just that part. It was the fact that before I go in there, she has a conversation about, okay, now, I just want to talk to you because you just wanted Emmy for the city of Atlanta, and this is in Atlanta, and they just want to hear about the Emmy and hear from you and to thank you for what you did putting the city on. Right. Okay. And we won't talk about your kids. We won't talk about jail, no cases. We ain't going to talk about none of that.
Right.
And immediately gets in there and goes the opposite way. You can't flip up on me because you're an inferior comedian. I'm going to destroy you, and I'm never going to call you out of your name. I'm never going to say anything disrespectful to people that look like you. It's a very thin line. I got a call, but this lady is trying to embarrass me in front of a largely homosexual fan base. That's why she got canceled. Gay people don't take it kindly that you would, as a derogatory, call me gay. Gay people don't feel like it's derogatory. The first week that I got the script, there was a pimp guy that used to be a pimp, but he wasn't anymore. He was a rapper now, and his name was Mac Minister, and he had been a pimp and was going to be a rapper. And I
don't know why he's coming so hard at so many people in this particular interview. I'm kind of confused, and like, unless a lot of stuff just been festering in him that he can't take no more. And I know Kevin Hart, the whole Kevin Hart thing, going back and forth with Kevin Hart too.
Yeah, Kevin Hart is a loser too, because all these clowns are like plants that they put in his way as like oppositional for him. Like, yeah, I can't stand Kevin Hart. He's like a short little black dude, and all he does is screams like, "Hey!" He makes short black dudes look bad. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. He makes short black dudes look bad. Yo, fuck that dude.
Man, I like Kevin, man. He's a hustler. You know what I'm saying? It's something about black hustlers that I just gravitate.
I'm sorry that there's a news flash that there are reasons for things in a business.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, why did you bench D-Lo? He had 2 points. What are you talking about? Shut up. But I like him. Nobody cares about that. That's not what we're talking about. These are business conversations that deal with businessmen.
Right.
Right. When you're good at something, you should progress. The guys that are not as good, they should fall down by the wayside. That's natural.
So you believe if your talent doesn't support it, you should fall by the wayside, and the guys that have the talent and they get elevated, they should move.
No, that's what water says. That's what the universe say. The universe say the levels.
Katt, he did have a good part in the movie, man. The Santa Claus was funny, man.
The dude said the entire time we were filming, I can't play this role. They got a bandana over my nose and my mouth. My family not even gonna know who this is.
Whenever a black man refused to be a symbol.
It's not just a black man; it's also black women. Shout out to Sister Monique. I ain't gonna disrespect my sisters that's standing on their square too. Sister Monique was on a square, and they slapped that. It was Oprah and
I love
Tyler
Monique.
Ferry. Tyler Ferry. Them two both were speaking down on that sister.
Yeah, I love Monique, and also, well, you know, Monique knows how to respect her husband. I wouldn't. I mean, she goes as far as calling a nigga daddy in public. I wouldn't go that far, but you know.
Well, the ungrateful bastards that would say anything about Cube's payment, you shouldn't even talk to them anymore. Like you don't go to Goodwill, you don't go to a Goodwill thrift store and go, look at all this cheap ass shit. Why don't you shut up? Why don't you shut up? You could have went to Hermes. Why you didn't go to Balenciaga? Why you didn't get a bowl of the Balmain? You want to have that conversation? Right. What you mean the independent black dude who's filming it partly out of his fucking pocket? What you mean he didn't pay you enough? They weirdos that felt like they earned the opportunity because they were big. No, yeah. I understood.
That ain't no $200 million movie. Well, I mean, how much did you expect you was gonna make?
Well, I made enough to get them teeth fixed just like you did.
Yeah.
So it was no harm, no foul. I knew that I was gonna go from there, and there was no
turning back for Katt Williams.
Well, here's the thing. And the Chris Tucker that we got now is Epstein Island Chris Tucker, not Smokey.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, man, he's pulling out the big guns. He's pulling out the big guns.
Ooh. If I didn't know no better, I'd tell you he's the greatest. I don't care what you say. To be confident and not delusional is a real skill. Most of these confident people we see is really delusional.
Well, you don't think they asked Chris Tucker to come back in the second Friday? Smokey was all in Smokey. There ain't no Friday without Smokey.
We all agree to that, and there's no next Friday without Friday, and there's no Friday after next without Friday.
We talk about the road because you said that they don't.
Here's the thing. Okay. Here's the thing. Chris was allowed to make the decision at the time that this is happening. Katt Williams is known for smoking weed. Willie Nelson is known for smoking weed. Right. Snoop's known for smoking weed, but none of us is really known except Willie. And I'm saying Chris Tucker didn't want to be the poster child for smoking weed. He don't smoke weed like that.
Right.
He in the church. Michael Jackson called him Christmas. You ever met a man that gave you a little nickname like that?
No.
No, that nigga clowning right now. He said Michael Jackson gave him a pet name that he told subliminals that Chris.
I wonder why he called him Christmas. What that mean? That was Christmas.
Maybe
the Epstein shit.
You bring me joy.
Nah, man, he messing with that white girl. That I'm gonna go that Dr. Umar route. That Snow Bunny crisis.
Oh man.
I'm so sorry I'm competitive. You're an athlete, right?
I can tell.
You understand.
Will there ever be another
that's fact.
Comic View, Def Comedy Jam? Could that in today, in 24, 25, 26, could we see that again?
They've already announced it. It's already going. You didn't know?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, Kevin Hart purchased it, so he's now doing Comic View. That happened at the same time
I didn't know that.
DC Young Fly.
Oh man,
that nigga purchased Comic View. That's a big move. I wonder how much he paid for it.
I know they spent up Def Jam again a couple of times, but I don't know about Comic View.
Wow,
Comic View is with the white ones, right?
No, Comic View was BET.
Yeah, Comic View.
Okay.
Def Jam was
yeah. I'm thinking of Comedy Central when they have like the mixture of everybody.
Didn't Kevin open the gate and let Tiffany in? Ain't he now opening it up for? Don't such and such open the gate? What do you mean ain't no gatekeepers? There's 100 gates out here.
Would you?
Everyone I've seen got a keeper.
Would you have wanted to do Comic View or Def Comedy Jam? Would you have wanted to be?
I think we just mentioned I did them both.
No, I'm saying he purchased the rights and refranchise it.
Nope. They didn't offer it to me anyway. Like Comic View did a couple of disservices to comedy as well. Mm-hmm. So there were people like me that were out there getting 2 and 3 standing ovations in one set. And that wasn't good for television. So what they did was they started making everybody get a standing ovation So they would tell the audience, when they get off stage, everybody get up and cheer. And so now
that's that
the fact that I'm the
participation
only
trophy.
one out there going to get
Boo.
standing ovations is now making people think everybody get a standing ovation. And that's not how comedy is. So I understood why that couldn't go anymore, because remember, Ricky Smiley sat right here and told you a story about how he performed with Mike Epps and Katt Williams when he did Comedy View, and to let him tell it, he was funnier than both.
Wait, how on earth Shannon Sharp got a crisp ass hairline, but his shit is faded back? Yo, that shit is crazy. Like, I know he ain't a tether, but he got a tether hairdo.
I don't know what's going on, man. Shannon Sharp.
Shannon Sharp need to go bald, yo. That should be his turbo.
He probably had that forever. He probably had that his entire life. He has a head for baldness. Some guys got a head for being bald. He might, I think he should go bald.
That's the real thing. The part that I'm able to do it all across the country. The fact that every time I do a tour or a special, you think, well, that's sponsored by somebody. Somebody did a good job. No?
He is a hustler, bro. Like, I don't know, man. It just seemed like Black American hustlers, dog, just got a special place in my heart, dog. Like, I just gotta, like, respect them, man. I don't care what comes out. The nigga get caught with a tranny and whatever the fuck. Black entrepreneur, man. You got that entrepreneur spirit in you, dog.
Wait, Katt got caught with a tranny?
Nah, man. I'm just using that as an example, bro. Like, cause folks be like, nah, man, fuck that nigga. He like taking it in the asshole. And I'm like, man, come on, personal life. Like, yeah, I don't dig that lifestyle. Yeah, this and that. But, I wouldn't throw a nigga out because of that. I wouldn't be like, hey, man, fuck that nigga forever. Because, you know what I'm saying, some bullshit. That's how people be talking. I'm just using that as an example. Or some other crazy shit or some Me Too bullshit that doesn't sound credible. So
you support Dwight Howard now?
Oh, Dwight Howard. Then he get caught. Yeah, he got sued and somebody said he was gay, right?
Yeah, somebody forced him to suck his dick.
Yeah, he was out there.
You support hustlers. So because Dwight Howard, a hustler, you out there in the Philippines playing basketball, so you support Dwight Howard.
So if Dwight Howard came out with a product, like just a regular product, like napkins or something, or do you think that would be like a definitive like issue? Like, should I support him or not because he sucked some dick?
So some people want them.
I think that's I think that's a childlike mindset to sit there and ponder if somebody who owns a napkin company sucked some dick or not before, if I want to support him or not.
So what about Puff Daddy? So like Puff Daddy got revolt and then like he got kicked off the board. So do you think black people still support Puffy?
Support Puffy? You mean one of the entities that he owns support? What do you mean by support? You mean like
no? I mean like if it come out with a Ciroc lemon lime or some shit. Do you think you should promote it or whatever?
Why would you not? If you like the drink and you like supporting black-owned businesses, why would him, sucking some dick have to do with? Am I sounding crazy? Do you know if like you get?
Nah, I mean like okay, so if R. Kelly came out with a new album, if he got parole or some shit, I'm not gonna buy the album. Like, nah, that's crazy.
Well, people are alleging that R. Kelly did something illegal. You know what I'm saying? So that's a different story.
Same thing with Puffy though.
What he did
and Dwight Howard.
Wait. Puffy didn't do nothing illegal. Maybe. Okay.
Dwight Howard? Let's go.
They're kicking around. Just the one that might mentally not be all there. He's the one picking the outfits, writing this guy's material, booking the shows, making sure he gets there. He's the one hiring the other comedians. But hey, I knew that that's the end goal. So if that's the end goal and I'm there when I start, why would I deviate from that?
Right. I gotta get that Matt to rub my feet up on.
Yeah, a hot seller right there.
Oh man, I want to get that to post it up and see what Sir